Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Wolfinia. This is episode 291 of my Minecraft survival series. In the last episode, we built up the seawalls and the grand waterway entrance to our city. We're going to work on the seawalls a little bit more today, because my goal is to get at least this section of seawall right here that faces the approach done before our episode 300 world tour. Which means we're going to continue building off our waterway seawalls and start getting this section right here done, headed that direction. Then a little bit later in the episode, we're going to make our way over here to the business district of Wolfinia because there are some renovations that are going to happen over here. Again, stuff that we're going to try to knock out before the episode 300 world tour, but we're not going to talk about that quite yet because, well, there's a lot to get done, and we need to go ahead and get started doing stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. At this point, we are going to call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get to work.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. I'll find you in my I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality.
Welcome back, everybody. So, at this point, we do have our eastern-facing seawalls in, and I was a little indecisive over how I wanted to do this top outer edge here. As you can see, we got a bunch of spruce down there right now, but I'm not 100% sold on that. There is a chance we might want to go back and change it to the cobblestone that we've done for all our other railings here. I'm going to take some time in between this episode and the next to kind of consider what I like better. If you guys have a preference, also let me know. Your feedback is appreciated. But as you can see, we did make really good progress on our seawalls today. We have them wrapping around this entire side of Wolfinia, all the way over here to the Grand Rotunda. We even got this bridge support touching the ground now, so, you know, that's no longer in danger of collapse. But now it is time to return to the business district of Wolfinia because we've been making some renovations around here lately. I have another build marked for renovation, and that would be the Timberland tree farm. Now, Timberland may be an interesting build to renovate because we do house Sawyer within this build. Hi, Sawyer. And as you might remember, Sawyer does not like to be disturbed. So before we actually get into this, I'm going to just kind of test the waters here. I'm going to test the waters and kind of expose the sky into this place and myself and see if Sawyer gets upset over it. I actually think he's fine. I actually think Sawyer's fine. All right, yeah, I'm still going to put slabs over Sawyer for safety, but that makes things a lot easier. Yeah, this is fine, right, Sawyer? Everything's good here. Everything's just fine, you know, just looking out for your safety. You want to make sure, you know, you don't get sunburned. I'm going to be taking the roof off this place. You know, it's just for your benefit, mostly. Now, the main renovation we're going to be making to Timberland is we're going to put a new roof on it. And we're also probably, going to put a new roof on the House of Leaves next door as well. And since they are right next to each other, I do want to consider the block palette for both those builds at this time. All right, so as far as Timberland goes, my face. As far as Timberland goes, I'm thinking dark oak and deep slate. And I know we've used the same block palette at the New Moon Mining Company, but that's because I kind of like it. And I do think that would probably work really well for this build as well. And then as far as the House of Leaves is concerned, maybe we go with dark prismarine and blackstone. The dark prismarine representing the House of Leaves' affiliation with Wolfen's laboratories over there. And I think that also offers a nice little bit of contrast to the other roofs in this area as well. So now that all that is settled, we can go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and call the drone on over to the business district, put on a little bit of music, and begin our renovations of the Timberland tree farm. Welcome back, everybody. At this point, Timberland Tree Farm has been renovated. Now, we did make some structural changes to the Timberland Tree Farm, both on the interior and the exterior. As far as the exterior structural changes go, we added some deep slate walls around here. We added a little bit more dark oak accents, just to kind of tie the roof into everything else a little bit better. And then on the interior, we raised the roof a little bit, so as you can see, we got a lot more headroom in here now. But on top of that, we also extended our roof outward. So now, if we go out to our balcony out here, we do have a covered balcony with great views of each area of the city. I really like this place right now. I think this was a vast improvement. Yeah, look at that. It's bigger than it was, it's better than it was. Does it still work, though, is the question. Yeah? Alright, you know what? I think we're good here. What do you think, Sawyer? We good? Good. Glad you like it. But now that that's taken care of, we're going to go ahead and keep things moving along. We're going to venture next door to the House of Leaves. Now, we already have the block palette decided for this, but I was thinking maybe we'd give these towers a little bit of love as well, because, I don't know, just looking at them, they're still just so gray. Now, if we do mess around with these towers, it's going to be just these western towers right now, and I know we added this deep slate here recently. I just don't feel like that gets the job done. There's still just so much gray in here. Now, I'm not going to commit to this just yet. I'm just doing a little sample and just kind of looking at it. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, and I'll come back and take a peek at it every now and then as we're working on the House of Leaves. But I think something like this might actually be beneficial. I think that would help these towers stand out a little bit more and be a little bit better. Okay, so I've added some trap doors up there just to add a little emphasis, a little more accent to the little areas right there, and I think I do like that. All right, but let's go ahead and get back to the House of Leaves. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these doors right here because these villagers close the doors and it looks all funky and I don't like it. But as far as House of Leaves goes, I'm thinking in addition to renovations, just structurally, we're also going to add some details to it. We're going to add some of the stuff that we farm here in the House of Leaves to the House of Leaves. Also, as a side note, I am going to have to get back to the House of Leaves at some point and continue building up our farms in there because I don't have a dedicated place to farm a lot of the stuff I want to farm. Like these flowery leaves, I like these flowery leaves. I just don't have a good place to farm them. But I think at this point we are just about ready to go. So let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and renovate the House of Leaves. Welcome back, everybody. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the updated House of Leaves. Overall, I can tell you that I think the new roof shape is much improved over the old version. It is very interesting. Just, I don't know, seeing how I build differently now than I used to. I know the shape's kind of hard to see because of the blackstone, but I do think it is better. And I mean, approaching it from different angles, it is a lot more interesting. I do like that a lot. Just seeing like all the wild overgrowth and stuff like that, which will be a lot more prevalent as the vines and stuff continue to grow. Now, just like Timberland, we not only changed up the exterior of the House of Leaves here, we've also updated the interior of the House of Leaves as well. So let's go ahead and make our way inside. You can see it is darker in here, which I do like. You can see it is more opened. I've opened it up quite a bit, and I think that definitely helps with the feeling that it is bigger on the inside than it would appear to be on the outside. But now that the House of Leaves is finished, we're going to go ahead and turn our attention over here to these towers. And I do think we're probably going to roll with this. I've had some time to let it sit with me. I do like it. We're probably not going to touch Dunder Minecraft today, but I do think that the birch just brings a little bit more life and color to this area, and that's something this side of the business district definitely needs. So it may happen eventually, but for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on our cactus towers. At this point, let's go ahead and call the drone back on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get back to work. Stupid berry bush! Ow! Welcome back, everybody. So we have our cactus towers now updated. Let's go ahead and have a peek at them from across the city just so we can see if this is a welcome change. It definitely stands out a little bit more. It brings a lot more life and color to the area. I do think I like that. So we're gonna roll with that. We'll probably do the same thing to Dunder Minecraft eventually, add some birch and stuff. But we also made some updates, minor updates to the grounds over here at the garden center as well. We added some pink petals along the ground, just along the sides of the path. And we have a spore blossom in here now. So we got those little particle effects of spores floating around. Overall, this area is much brighter than it was. It's more pleasant to walk around. I like it. So yeah, a lot of progress today. I think it was a lot of good progress as well. But that is going to do it for us here today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Wolfinia, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed your stay here in Wolfinia. I will see you guys later.